What is up, guys? It's me. Today we're going to be doing our 2020 Oscar predictions. Let's get started. Best Picture. Number 1, we have Nightmare Alley because it is Guillermo del Toro. If you saw the set images, it looks beautiful. And number 3, if you saw the cast, this is an automatic, this is a lock for SAG Ensemble unless they pull A Shape of Water. So if it has enough support for the actors and the craft, then it's obviously a lock for Best Picture. So I'm placing that at number 1. Next, we have Don't Look Up. It's Adam McKay. The Academy loves Adam McKay, and it has Leonardo DiCaprio, Jennifer Lawrence, Oscar winners, by the way, and Meryl Streep. We have Oscar nominee Jonah Hill. The cast is stacked. Next up, we got Soggy Bottom. Now, this is a really personal film for PTA, which we all know is one of the best filmmakers living today. Bradley Cooper might win, which we're going to talk about later, so yeah, I really think this is going to get nominated. Next up, we got June, and do I really have to convince you why this will be nominated? It's Denis Villeneuve. He's been nominated before for Arrival. It's unanimously positive. I'm not going to lie, some reviews are calling it bad, but who cares about them? And we know that it's going to sweep the technicals. So at number 5, we have Belfast, which is the coming of age story. It's gonna be a feel good movie, which the Academy voters always love. Number 6, we got The Power of the Dog. Jane Campion's return. The reviews aren't all that positive, but the Metacritic score proved me wrong, and I really think it's going to be nominated because it's a frontrunner for adapted screenplay. The Tragedy of Macbeth, Joel Coen's, the Academy are in love with them. Number 8, we got House of Gucci, and let me just say that Lady Gaga might win her first acting award for this, Oscar for this, so it's automatically a frontrunner for Best Picture in my eyes. Number 9, we got West Side Story. It's Steven Spielberg. I don't have to say anything else. Number 10, we got King Richard. Will Smith is a frontrunner for Best Actor, so that automatically makes it a frontrunner as well. Number 11, we got The Humans. It might be this year's The Father, the play, and I'm excited for this. Number 12, we got Spencer. Again, frontrunner for Best Actress, so why not put it there? Best Director, number 1, we got Denis Villeneuve for Dune. I'm telling you guys, this might be the technical award sweeper like Hugo or Lord of the Rings. Number 2, we got Guillermo del Toro for Nightmare Alley. I have this at number 1 for Best Picture, so it automatically makes it a Best Director contender. And it's going to be a really technically well-made film. Number 3, we have Adam McKay for Don't Look Up. Again, Adam McKay has been nominated for Best Director 2 times for Vice and The Big Short, which both got nominated for Best Picture, so I really think Adam McKay is going to be nominated. Number 4, we have Paul Thomas Anderson for Soggy Bottom. I have Soggy Bottom high up in my Best Picture list, so I gotta put him high up here too. Number 5, we have Jane Campion for The Power of the Dog. Again, the reviews aren't all positive, but I really think she's still going to be nominated. Number 6, Joel Coen for The Tragedy of Macbeth. It's Joel Coen. That's all I have to say. Number 7, Kenneth Branagh for Belfast. Belfast seems like a huge contender, so why not put him on the list? Number 8, Paolo Sorrentino. I don't know if I said that right, but please correct me if I didn't. For The Hand of God, a foreign director always pops in. Last year was Thomas Vinterberg for another round, so I think he might be the Thomas Vinterberg of this year. Best Actor, I honestly don't know who's going to win for this, but we got Denzel Washington. Can Denzel Washington win his 3rd Oscar for the lead actor? Who knows? Number 2, we have Will Smith for King Richard. I'm telling you guys, King Richard is going to be a big contender, so do not underestimate it. Number 3, we have Bradley Cooper for Nightmare Alley. Nightmare Alley is a big contender, so that automatically puts him high up the list. Number 4, we have Leonardo DiCaprio for Don't Look Up. He's going to do the Wolf of Wall Street funny stuff. If you've seen the teaser, why not put him on the list? Number 5, Joaquin Phoenix for Come On, Come On. The reviews are saying it's more of a her performance than the Joker, the master performance, but I still think he might have a shot because of his momentum. Number 6, we have Benedict Cumberbatch for The Power of the Dog. Again, I really wanted to put him in, but Best Actor seems to have a lot of competition. I just don't know who's winning. Number 7 is Peter Dinklage for Cyrano. We have to take this seriously. The Cyrano reviews are out, and everyone's been praising him. And we got Adam Driver, he's having a fantastic year. I just don't think that this role is going to be big enough. That's right, folks. Kristen Stewart is officially a frontrunner for Best Actress in a Leading Role. It's been confirmed by the reviews, and I'm so pumped for this. Number 2, we have Lady Gaga, House of Gucci. It's Lady Gaga. She's going to do the accent. We need her to be nominated. Number 3, you have Jessica Chastain for The Eyes of Tammy Faye. Big transformation Oscar bait role. Number 4, we have Frances McDormand for The Tragedy of Macbeth. It's Frances McDormand. Do not doubt her. Again. Number 5 is Jennifer Hudson for Respect. She gave a really good performance, but the film itself was so bland and is colorless, so I really don't know. But she does have a lot of crying scenes. Number 6, we got Penelope Cruz for Parallel Mothers. I don't know about this. I'm not sure. Number 7, we got Jodie Comer for The Last Duel. I've seen Free Guy. She was really good in it. I'm really excited to see this performance. Number 1, we have Richard Jenkins in The Humans. It's an award-winning role. I really think he's going to be nominated. Number 2 is Bradley Cooper for Soggy Bottom. I really think he's going to have that scene-stealing role like Amanda Seyfried and Mank. So yeah. Number 3 is Jason Isaacs in Mask. This is one devastating performance, and if they do not nominate this, I will scream. Number 4 is Jared Leto in House of Gucci. He's covered in makeup. He's going to get nominated whether you like it or not. Number 5 is Jesse Plemons for The Power of the Dog. The reviews are saying that he's kind of like mediocre in it, but who knows? It's Jesse Plemons. Number 6 is Cody Smith McPhee for Power of the Dog. The reviews are saying that he's the standout. And we got Mark Rylance, who might be the scene-stealing role in Don't Look Up. Best Supporting Actress. Now, let me just say that this should be named the Ann Dowd Award for Mass. I mean, she's so overdue in my head. She should have won for Compliance and a lot of stuff. So, like, Academy, please award Ann Dowd. Number 2 is Ariana DeBose for West Side Story. This role won an Oscar like years ago, so I guess she's a lock. I don't know. Number 3 is Rooney Mara for Nightmare Alley. She has a big role in this, so I guess she's nominated. Number 4 is Kristen Dunn for The Power of the Dog. I initially had her at number 1, but the reviews are saying that her role is very small and she's not in it that much. Number 5 is Marlee Matlin for Coda. Now, I know Gold Derby has her at number 2, but I really am not confident in Coda. I mean, I saw it, I really loved it, I was touched, but it might be too indie for the Academy. But she gave a really good performance, and it would be really deserved. And next we got Jane Houdyshell for The Humans. I think this might happen, but I still don't know whether or not she's going to be good in it or not, so we'll have to see. Number 7, we have Toni Collette for Nightmare Alley. Now, she has the juicier role than Rooney Mara, but I don't know if this role is going to be big enough. Number 8, we have Martha Plimpton for Mass. I really hope this happens. She honestly gave the best performance in the film. Best Original Screenplay, we have Soggy Bottom. I really hope this is Paul Thomas Anderson's overdue win. He might have a really strong narrative, and who knows, this might be a really great screenplay. Number 2, we have Don't Look Up from Adam McKay. Don't Look Up is a big Best Picture contender in my eyes, so he's obviously high up in Best Original Screenplay. Number 3 is Belfast. Now, I already said all I had to say. Again, this is going to be a massive hit with audiences, and it's going to be a really beloved film by many people. It's probably going to win the TIFF People's Choice Award, so, you know, I'm putting it here. Number 4 is Mass, and I know that I don't have this high up in my Best Picture, but Mass is a screenplay movie. It is the definition of a screenplay movie, so really hope it gets in. Number 5 is Spencer. Now, I know, I really didn't expect I'd put this here, but Spencer reviews are saying it's a huge screenplay contender, like across-the-board contender, so I'm going to put it in for now. I'm going to remove it if someone convinces me to. And for Come On, Come On, it's Mike Mills. He's been nominated before. He gave Christopher Plummer's overdue Oscar, and this might be a really touching drama. So hopefully A24 campaigns it right. Number 7, we have King Richard. Now, this really doesn't have to get nominated for Best Screenplay to get nominated for Best Picture, so I'm just going to put it here. And number 8, most of you are probably surprised that The French Dispatch is this low, but look, I really don't think this is going to get nominated. Like, the reviews are saying, some reviewers are calling it bad, so I really don't think that's a good sign. It's a red flag. Number 1, we have Nightmare Alley. Now, this is a frontrunner for Best Picture, so I guess it's a lock to be nominated for Screenplay like The Shape of Water did. And number 2 is The Power of the Dog. It's Jane Campion. I think it's going to get nominated. Number 3 is The Tragedy of Macbeth. Now, it's Joel Cohen doing a Shakespeare adaptation, so I think it's a lock. Number 4 is House of Gucci. Being a Best Picture frontrunner, I think it's obvious that it gets nominated for Screenplay since I don't have it in Director. And number 5, we have The Humans. Now, this might be the Father of the Year, and it's, you know, it's a play movie. It's getting nominated. Number 6, we have Dune. Now, I know I have this pretty high up in Best Picture, but I really think this is just going to be the Mad Max Fury Road of the Year. It's going to get nominated for a bunch of technicals and win a lot of them, but not Screenplay. And number 7, you have The Last Duel. It's Ben Affleck and Matt Damon returning. They've won Oscars before, so who knows? Believe it or not, best cinematography seems like the most crowded race this year. I mean, we got Nightmare Alley, which could win, Dune, which could win, The Tragedy of Macbeth, which could win, The Power of the Dog, which could also win, and West Side Story, Belfast, and Spencer and the French Dispatch. But if I had to bet on one winning, I think I'd go with Nightmare Alley or Dune. For best editing, we have Dune now. A lot of people are praising Dune's editing, so I'm going to have to put it at number 1. It might be I'm telling you guys, it might be the Mad Max Fury Road of the year. Number 2, we got Don't Look Up. Adam McKay films always get nominated for best editing. Vice almost won, believe it or not, so yeah. Number 3, we have Nightmare Alley. Again, frontrunner for best picture, It's a New War. It's Guillermo del Toro. His films are really expertly edited, so I'm putting it in. Number 4, we have House of Gucci. It's going to be really stylized, and I guess it's going to be nominated. Number 5, you have The Power of the Dog. It's Jane Campion, and again, frontrunner for Best Picture, and that's also my reasoning for Soggy Bottom being there. Hans Zimmer for Dune. The other nominees could honestly just go home. That's it. Now, this race will ultimately go down to The French Dispatch and Dune. They're going to fight this off, but I really think that The French Dispatch is going to win. Like, as soon as I saw the trailer for The French Dispatch, I was, like, screaming that this was going to win. Looking at the past production design winners, the Oscars like it when the movie builds their own world, so Dune also has a shot at winning. I'm also predicting Nightmare Alley, Spencer, West Side Story to be nominated, The Outside Shots being The Last Duel, and The Tragedy of Macbeth. For best costume design, I'm still going with Cruella, number 2 being Dune, the runner-up for that being Spencer, number 4 House of Gucci, number 5 Nightmare Alley, number 6 A French Dispatch, and number 7 Last Night in Soho. It's a movie about costumes, so I guess it counts, and number 8 The Tragedy of Macbeth. Best sound. Now, just like original score, I really believe that Dune's going to win this. I could almost call it a lock just based on the trailers and the reactions and the clips. So yeah, I'd rather call this the Dune Award. And number 2 is West Side Story. It's a musical. Number 3 is Nightmare Alley. And number 4 is No Time to Die. Bond movies always get nominated for sound, so I guess that's there. Eternals, Tick Tick Boom, and The Last Duel. Best makeup and hairstyle. We have House of Gucci versus Dune. Everything's competing with Dune for the technicals. And number 3, The Eyes of Tammy Faye. Number 4, Spencer. And number 5, we have The Suicide Squad. Now, I know a lot of you are doubting my prediction for The Suicide Squad, but if you see the behind-the-scenes photos with James Gunn just hanging out with his crew, but the makeup is just outstanding. Next up, we got Nightmare Alley, number 7, Cruella, and number 8 being The Ricardos. For best visual effects, we have Dune. Now, I'm really sure Dune is winning, so I'll just call it a lock. Number 2 is Eternals. Number 3 is The Suicide Squad. Number 4 being Godzilla vs. Kong. They nominated Kong Skull Island, so I'm pretty positive it's going to get nominated. And plus, the visual effects in Godzilla vs. Kong were way better than that. Number 5 being Spider-Man, No Way Home. Number 6 being Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Number 7 is Free Guy. Number 8 is Black Widow. I really hope Black Widow doesn't happen because the visual effects in Black Widow were downright bad. Best animated feature film, we got Luca. It's another Oscar for Pixar, so congrats to them. Number 2 is Flea, the more acclaimed animated feature. Number 3 is Encanto. Number 4 is The Mitchells vs. the Machines. Number 5 is Raya and the Last Dragon, another Disney movie. Number 6 is Ron's Gone Wrong, and number 7 is Belle, and number 8 Crypto Zoo, which is unlikely to happen because it's kind of weird. Okay, I think that's it. Bye.